as I said earlier, we can excavate a whole area, or we can drill small holes into the ground to study what is present inside the ground. That small holes are drill பண்றது தான் borings or borewells or boreholes in we will be telling. Boreholes தான் BH ன்னு we can use it, abbreviate it as BH. And what is the borehole? Borehole is a very, it's similar to a well, water well diameter will be very high. ஆனால் வந்து when the diameter is very small, then that becomes a small borehole. That is a borehole. Why do we need a borehole? We should study about soils. As we are seeing, that is the aim of site investigation, to study what is present inside the soil layers, also to take soil samples, also to find where is the groundwater table. GWT is nothing but groundwater table. Where is the groundwater table? And we will report it in the form of bore log. So these are the aims of exploration, or these are the aims of putting a borehole. So to study what is present inside the soil, to collect the soil samples, and also to know where is the groundwater table, we have to do borings or boreholes. These are direct methods of excavation, and in this direct methods of excavation there are 5 different types. In all the university questions you can expect any one type of direct excavation method question. ஏதாவது ஒன்று கண்டிப்பாக கொஸ்டினில் இருக்கும். எய்தர் இட் இஸ் ஓப்பன் எக்ஸ்கவேஷன் ஆர் இந்த 5 மெத்தட்ஸில் ஒன்று இருக்கும். இந்த டைரக்ட் மெத்தட்ஸில் ஒன்று கண்டிப்பாக கொஸ்டினில் இருக்கும். So first method is auger boring. As you can see in the picture, these are augers ன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இந்த இதை. And these augers-ல வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா where we will use the augers-னா, as you can see நடுவில் வந்து ஒரு shaft இருக்கும். எப்படி what is a shaft? Shaft எங்கே பார்க்கலாம்? We can see the shaft in a fan. நம்ம வீட்டில் இருக்க ஃபேனில் வந்து சீலிங் ஃபேனில் we can see the shaft. The wings are there, and the rod that is the rod in which this fan is hanged, and that rod is called shaft. So shaft, when you take a lollipop, the straw part is the shaft. அதே தான் இங்கேயும் நடுவில் there will be a shaft, and the shaft is surrounded by blades. இந்த blades வந்து ட்விஸ்டடாக சுற்றி இருக்கும் around the shaft. Around the shaft the blades will be in a twisted pattern. So this is the auger boring. இதை வந்து drilling machine ஓட they will be connecting it. கனெக்ட் பண்ணி அப்படியே கிரவுண்டுக்குள்ளே இறக்குவாங்க. And in olden days you can see even nowadays when we call people for putting bore wells, தண்ணிக்காக borewell போடும்போது, when you put borewells for water purposes or in home, அந்த borewells போடும்போது you can see people using this auger boring only. Auger boring done manually also. இது வந்து it can done by manual methods, otherwise it can be done by or it can be drilled by means of mechanical methods. Mechanical methodsனா ஏதாவது ஒரு மெஷினோட they will be connecting, and the machine will be drilling into the ground. நிறைய மெட்ரோ ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸில் ஆல்சோ தே வில் பி யூஸிங் ஆகர் போரிங். பட் இந்த ஆகர் போரிங் இந்த சாம்பிள் வந்து இதை வந்து நல்லா ட்விஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு தான் கிரவுண்டுக்குள்ளே ட்ரில் பண்ணணும். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தேட் த கிரவுண்ட் வில் பி vibrated or the ground will be disturbed so much. So the soil samples that we collect from this boreholes will be very disturbed. ரொம்ப disturbed-ஆ இருக்கும். We don't get very good samples for testing in the laboratory. So auger boring, so it is for a depth of 6 meter up to 12 meter we can use auger boring. And this auger boring can be done mechanically or by with hand. Up to 6 meter we can go for hand augers. Mechanical augers are used for above 6 meter drilling. Okay, and augers are mostly used in cohesive soils or soft soils. Augurs வந்து hard soils இல்லை rocky soils, ராக்கியாக இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா the augurs will not go inside it. We can't drill it inside it. Okay, we can use only this in a soft soils or cohesive soil. What is a cohesive soil? Cohesion is present only in clay. So cohesive soils அப்படின்னா clay soilsல மட்டும்தான் you can drill it in the augurs. So this is a pictorial representation of a auger, and sometimes the second picture B shows there is an auger called post hole auger. Now what is a post hole auger அப்படின்னா after drilling using the auger, after drilling using the helical auger, if you want samples to be of good samples, நான் ஒரு கொஞ்சமாவது சாம்பிள் நல்லா இருக்கணும்னு நினச்சி சாயில் சாம்பிள் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிங்க அப்படின்னா then we can use the second auger which is post hole auger. It is similar to like our fingers, எப்படி கை like our hand and finger. Imagine like our hand and finger. After inserting if you insert our hand into a hole, we can collect whatever present inside the hole and take it outside. எப்படி கையை உள்ளே விட்டு ஒரு திங்ஸை எடுத்து அப்படியே வெளியில் கையை எடுக்கிறோமோ அதே மாதிரி we can use post hole auger to retrieve the soil samples that is present inside the borehole after augering. auger பண்ணி borehole போட்டதுக்கப்புறம் உள்ளே இருக்க சாம்பிள்ஸை கலெக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு we can use this post hole auger. The working is very similar to our fingers in the hand. நம்ம கையை விட்டு எடுக்கிற மாதிரி தான் the post hole auger ஓட working principle is also. And when you see the what is the purpose of using post hole auger is it will take only the soil samples and the water will be taken off from the samples. It will collect only the water samples. So for that purpose we will be using post hole auger. Mostly hand augers diameter of the borehole should be 15 to 20 centimeter. 15 to 20 centimeter. ட்ரில்லிங் போர்ஹோல் ட்ரில்லிங்ஸ்லேயும் அவ்வளோதான் இருக்கும், 15 to 20 சென்டிமீட்டர். ரொம்ப பெரிய போர்ஹோல்ஸ் போடக்கூடாது. ரொம்ப பெரிய போர்ஹோல்ஸ் போடுறதுனால தான் சில கேசஸில் வந்து த சில்ட்ரன் ஆர் கெட்டிங் ட்ராப்ட் இன்சைட் த போர்ஹோல்ஸ். போர்வெல்ஸ்க்கு போடும்போது மேக்ஸிமம் 15 to 20 centimeter should be the diameter of the boreholes. After and its diameter should be maximum. So okay, and as I said earlier, it has you can see here, you can see in this picture the parts of an auger borehole. Manual auger is this. Two men are trying to drill the ground using the auger, and you can see there is the men are having the handles in their hand. Those are cross arm handles, and this using they will the men will be twisting or they will be rotating the cross arm handles. When we rotate it, because of the thrust or because of the force that happens due to the rotating of their arms, the cross arms, the auger will be taken into the or drilled into the ground. So that is the working principle of an auger. By twisting or by rotating the cross arm handles, the thrust will be created or force will be created, that in that force the auger will be taken into the ground. So you can see the auger that collects the soil sample and coming out. You can see the picture, left side of the picture shows the auger collecting the samples and taken out. This next picture shows a very huge size auger. When you have to go for big tunneling purposes, then we can use this kind of augers. Nowadays we are using TBMs. In the olden days they have used this kind of augers. You can see the big sized augers also. This is a mechanical auger. Machines are attached to this augers. But the problem is we mostly prefer auger boring for soft clay soil and 6 meter only. But soil samples neat collect பண்ண முடியாததுனால we mostly don't prefer these kind of augers. So when you take mechanical augers, machine driven or power driven, and maximum you can use up to 12-meter borehole. 12-meter borehole. And there is another type of auger other than hand auger and mechanical auger, that is called continuous flight auger, which is a special type of mechanical auger. And what is a continuous flight auger is, continuous flight auger is inside the shaft. I have said in the first picture itself, there will be a shaft, and surrounding the shaft will be the twisted blades, as we have seen. And inside the shaft there will be a small hole, and that small hole will be collecting soil sample in case of a continuous flight auger. Continuous flight auger is a special type of machine auger that is driven by power, but inside the shaft there will be a small hole, or the plug-in we will tell, and inside the plug-in the samples will be collected. As the blades twist and go inside, the samples will be collected inside the shaft of the auger. So this kind of auger is called continuous flight auger. And as you can see, though the soil sample that we collect is disturbed, you can see in this picture, left side picture, you can get an idea what type of soil is present inside. ரொம்ப மிக்ஸ் ஆகி வந்தாலும் சாயில் சாம்பிள்ஸில் வந்து யூ கேன் கெட் அன் ஐடியா. Touch பண்ணி you can get an idea, or by the color you can tell, or by the stickiness we can tell the clay is present, or by the frictional property we can say sand is present. So that idea will be taken from this soils taken out of the boreholes. So this is one of the advantage of auger, and auger is cheaper than other methods. It's somewhat cheaper than other methods. This is a continuous flight auger. Okay. And what are the advantages of auger borehole? As I said earlier, it is used for putting boreholes in a clay and soft soil. ஈரமான மண் இருந்துச்சுனாலும் you can go for auger boring. If the soil is saturated, you can go for auger boring. But also, one of the advantage with the auger boring is, even without casing of boreholes, it can stand. What is casing? Why casing is needed? As I said in the last class, pits sutti we will be putting bracings or sheaths. Why? To avoid the caving in or the sliding of soil from the sides into the pit. Adhe madri, when you put boreholes very deeper, the soils from the sides will cave in into the borehole or come and slide into the borehole. It should not happen at any case. Because of that, to avoid that, drill panna கூடவே என்ன போட்டுட்டே இருப்பாங்கன்னா casings போட்டுட்டே இருப்பாங்க. They'll put molds or casing into the borehole to avoid the sliding in or caving in of soil. So we always need casing. இந்த casing வந்து ஸ்டீலில் தான் இருக்குமா, மோல்டு மாதிரி ஸ்டீலில் தான் போடணுமா அப்படின்னா no, that is not needed. So why auger boringல casing is not needed is, 3 meter வரைக்கும் drill பண்ணுறோம், don't we need or 6 meter வரைக்கும் drill பண்ணுறோம், or 12 meter வரைக்கும் drill பண்ணுறோன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, don't we need a casing? No, we don't need, because auger borings are usually done in the cohesive soils. Cohesive soils oda nature enna? It is a sticky soil. It will not slide like, or it will not cave in like a sandy soil. So always casing is not needed for auger boring. That is the advantage, and it is a simple, fast, rendu labor irundha kuda you can drill a borehole, and it's a simple, inexpensive. But nowadays soil kaga boreholes போடும்போது we won't go for hand augers, because the boreholes oda alignment, and there are many problems coming with it. So because of all these, we are going for the next methods only. But this is an older type of boring the soil. Disadvantages, as I said, sample is highly disturbed. You can't know in what depth what soil is present, but you can get a general idea only. and it is also its advantage, it's suitable for soft to stiff clays and also used to determine the groundwater table. Okay. Soil is disturbed, but it is better than other methods, they say, because low pressure is given. And it is not suitable for very hard or cemented soils. Very hard soils you cannot use. That is the disadvantage. So the second method is wash boring. That is auger boring. Second method is wash boring. When it comes to wash boring, அங்கே வந்து we won't add water. Here we will be adding water. So என்ன பண்ணோம்னா, you have to select the spot where you are putting the borehole. As I said, if it is area greater than 0.4 hectares, we have to put 5 boreholes. So I'll choose the corners. அந்த கார்னர்ஸில் போயிட்டு we will be selecting the we will be putting the tripod, like our bigger tripod. This is not a small tripod like our survey machines மாதிரி small tripod இருக்காது, bigger tripod. we putting a bigger tripod, and the bigger tripod க்கு நடுவில் வந்து you can see the picture, we have a pulley there. Centerல we have a pulley, and there will be a hook, and the hook will be connected to a drilling tool, and the drilling toolல வந்து or drilling shaft, the drilling shaft ஓட endல வந்து you can see into the ground, in lastly you can see chopping bit. Chopping bit is something like நம்ம கத்தி மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும் and ஷார்ப்பாக இருக்கும். கீழே எண்டில் வந்து சாப்பிங் பிட் வில் பி தேர் லைக் சிசல் மாதிரி. அந்த end will be having a very sharp end, that is chopping bit, and chopping bit will be present. And the shaft is like a drill அதாவது பிவிசி பைப் மாதிரி ஸ்டீல் பைப் ஆர் ஸ்டீல் ராட், அண்ட் சென்டரில் வேக்யூம் இருக்கும், நடுவில் வேக்யூம் இருக்கும் அந்த ட்ரில்லிங் ராடில். அந்த ட்ரில்லிங் ராடுக்கு நடுவில் we will be pouring water from the top. as you can see, water பம்ப்லேருந்து water will be coming into the drill or into the rod. and the rod valiya the water will be coming inside, and it will be coming out through the chopping bit. Chopping bitly small holes will be given. Through the small holes the water will be coming outside. So along with the water and the chopping action, the water will come under very great pressure. So we call it as jet, water jet, or come under high pressure, it will come outside of the chopping bit. So along with the water and the drill bit or the chopping bit, chopping action and water jetting action both combined, the soils will be excavated. So you have seen even if you want to grow a plant or if you want to put a plant, always we will water that place to loosen the soil. That principle, water will be coming through the drilling rod or the chopping bit, and the chopping bit and the water combined together, the holes will be created. So because of this, the soil will be very disturbed than auger boring, because தண்ணியும் வருது, soil நல்லா மிக்ஸ் ஆயிரும், the soil will getting so mixed. So that is one of the disadvantage. Okay, where will the water go? After drilling, actually we are pouring water inside for cutting the soil or loosening the soil. Now where will the water go back? As you can see in the picture, the arrows of water coming inside and going outside through the spacing between the drilling rod and the borehole. Through the spacing it goes reverse also. ஸோ கீழே சாம்பிளும் அந்த இது வாட்டரும் தான் சேர்ந்து வெளியில் வரும். நீங்கள் கட் பண்ணுற வேஸ்ட்டு சாயிலும் அந்த தண்ணியும் சேர்ந்து மறுபடியும் ரிவர்ஸில் வெளியில் வரும். நாட் த்ரூ த ட்ரில் ராட், பட் த்ரூ த ஸ்பேஸ் பிட்வீன் த ட்ரில் ராட் அண்ட் த போர்ஹோல். வர மண்ணுக்கும் நடுவில் இருக்க ஸ்பேஸிங் வழியாக வெளியில் வரும். அண்ட் வெளியில் வரதை வி வில் பி கலெக்டிங் இன் டேங்க்ஸில் கலெக்ட் பண்ணுவோம். ஏன் கலெக்ட் பண்ணோன்னா ஐ வில் டெல் இட். And wash boring பண்ணுறதுனால as you can imagine the situation, we are putting many water and cutting the soil. Because of that, easier soil will be caving in. Because of that, soil may cave in or fall inside the borehole. That should not occur. So to avoid that, we should give artificial casing. So what is that artificial casing? Artificial casing na, along with water we will add bentonite slurry. Bentonite is a form of clay. You might have learned in soil mechanics. Bentonite is a form of clay. Cement மாதிரி bentonite கடையில் கிடைக்கும், ஒரு பேக் ஆஃப் bentonite. The bentonite is something like, நீங்கள் தொட்டு பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா it looks like ஹார்லிக்ஸ் மாதிரி இருக்கும் பார்க்குறதுக்கு. The color is like ஹார்லிக்ஸ். தொட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சிமெண்ட் மாதிரியே இருக்கும். The feel is very fine as a cement. That is a bentonite. அந்த பென்டனைட்டை தண்ணியோட சேர்த்து ஆட் பண்ணி bentonite slurry will be sent inside the boreholes. What will this bentonite do? The bentonite, since bentonite is a clay, it will all close the sides of the borehole. அது அப்படியே வந்து தண்ணியை அப்படியே போர்ஹோல்ஸை அப்படியே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடும். கிளேங்கிறதுனால அப்படியே அதோட கேவிங் இன் ஆகாமல் அப்படியே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணும். So bentonite is cheaper, and that bentonite slurry will act as a casing inside the borehole. So that is artificial casing. So this is about wash boring. You can see the points. It's a popular method, and you have a hollow drill rod with a chisel shaped chopping bit at the end, and that drill rod is having space inside, so it is also called wash pipe, and the water will come out through the chopping bit. So combined action of chopping and jetting, the water, the soil is excavated, and the excavated soil comes along with the water outside, and it is collected in the pump or in a tub. It is collected in a wash tub. Why we should collect the water in a waste water in the along with the soil materials in a tub? Because we can get an idea of what soil is present. What soil is present based on the color. Color வந்து, if it is very dark and blacky color, we can understand some kind of rock is nearby, or we can understand some dark brown. Now we can understand clay soil is present. Sandy soil, it has a mild color. So the shades of the soil, what it will give a general idea of what soil may be present inside. Okay, and at the same time we will be acting like மேலேயும் கீழேயும் அந்த drill rods எடுத்து போடணும். அப்போ தான் அது சாப் பண்ணும். Something like chiseling the rocks for a sculpture. அதே மாதிரி தான் மேலேயும் கீழேயும் எடுத்து போட்டால் தான் அது வந்து அந்த சாப் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஸோ விஞ்ச் வச்சு we will be chopping, rising and dropping the chops. Okay, and you can see this picture. You can see the pulley and the drill rod and the water that is present using this. இது வந்து smaller depths-க்கு we can use. For smaller depths you can use this. You can see the bentonite slurry. After adding the தண்ணியோட மண்ணோட மிக்ஸ் ஆனதும் அந்த கலர் வந்து சிமெண்ட் மாதிரியே இருக்கும். The bentonite color will be like cement, but actually it will be looking like a Horlicks color only. So bentonite slurry. Why bentonite slurry is added? Because in casing, cohesive soil casing is not required. Clay soils are na, casing is not. But if it is near நீங்கள் வந்து if your site is very near to a seashore, what will happen? Then we have to go for casing. So அந்த casings இப்போ drill பண்ணும்போது the water கூட வந்து bentonite should be added. The bentonite will be blocking the sides, and it will act as a supporting to the walls, so that it avoids the caving in of soil. Okay, as I said, the color change in the waste water collected in a tub will give an idea of what soil is present inside. Oh, okay. So what are the advantages of this? Advantages of this are, it is very light and it is not so much. We need a drill rod, we need a chopping bit, and we need some persons equipped with that. So it's not very costly. It is a light equipment, but it is not used for very stiff soils or coarse grain soils. Coarse grain soils like gravels, you can't use it. You can it is not used for very stiff soil, and it cannot be used for hard soils. But the sample collected is also very disturbed, completely disturbed soils. Okay, the third method is rotary drilling method. Okay, what is rotary drilling? As the name indicates, wash boring na water add panni we are drilling the soil. So jetting and chopping action is involved there. Auger அப்படின்னா twisted augers will be used and rotated downwards to collect the samples. இங்கே வந்து principles vary ஆகும். அந்த நேம்ஸ்லேருந்து you can understand the principles used for boring the hole. Rotary drilling, when you take rotary drilling, as the name indicates, we are going to rotate something. It is very similar to putting holes in the walls using drilling machines. Technicians will be using drilling holes in the walls. ஆணி போடுறதுக்காகவோ இல்லை ஏதாவது ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்காகவோ நம்ம வீட்டிலலாம் ட்ரில் பண்ணுவோம் into the walls. How the drills are அந்த மெஷினை ஆன் பண்ணதுமே the drilling rod will be rotating automatically by mechanical means or by power means. Current வச்சு current power-ஓட using the power, the holes are drilled inside. The same principle we are applying to the ground. Drilling machine மாதிரி we are using drillers to rotate into the ground. The drilling machine you might have seen drilling rods இருக்கும், drilling bitsன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இந்த எண்டில் வந்து அந்த drilling bitsஸை வந்து மாற்றிப்பாங்க. ஆணி போடுறதுனா அதுக்கு வேறு மாதிரி drilling bit வச்சுப்பாங்க. If it is for some other switch board மாட்டுறதுனா அதுக்கு வேறு மாதிரி drilling bit வச்சுருப்பாங்க. So the drilling bits there are different drilling bits. Those used drilling machine can understand. So for different holes they have different drilling bits பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. So similarly இங்கே rotary drillingலேயும் they will be having different bits or different drillers attached to the machine for drilling the ground. So we'll see it. It is mainly used for why we can drill, why we are using drillers into the walls, because walls are made up of bricks. The bricks are concrete, they are very hard. So to drill it we need very hard machines. Similarly the very hard strata or highly resistant strata we go for rotary drilling. What is the principle? Rock strata also we can use rotary drilling. It is used in sand sills also, and it is the principle adapted is rotary percussion method. Rotary percussion is nothing but drilling inside by rotating means. Okay, and you can see similar to your wash boring இருந்த மாதிரியே you will be having a center rod, the center rod or the drilling rod or the chopping rod. The rodக்கு எண்டில் their chisel shaped blades are present. Here we will be attaching bits, drilling bits will be present. Similar to that, water will be passed inside. Using the water and this rotatory action, the samples will be pumped outside. Similar working, but except the action is choking action or rotating action. The same, similar to wash boring, we will be using bentonite slurry for stabilizing the soil. If the soil is not clay, or if the soil, natural soil present inside the borehole is a sand or a gravel, we mostly go for stabilizing the borehole using the drilling fluids. We use drilling fluids or the slurry made up of bentonite. So it stabilizes the borehole, the same that we saw in that. But the working principle is alone different, the rotating action or choking action. So you can see the drilling bits that are attached to the drilling rods. இந்த மாதிரி பிட்ஸ் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. ஹார்ட் ராக்ஸாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா யூ கேன் யூஸ் டைமண்ட் பிட்டட் பிட்ஸ். இதெல்லாம் பிட்ஸு கீழே ராடுக்கு கீழே அட்டாச் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. எல்லாத்துலேயுமே ஹோல் இருக்கும். இந்த ஹோல் வழியாக வாட்டர் வில் பி கம்மிங் இன்சைட். So using the water action and the rotating action, the soil will be drilled and taken outside. Okay, and it is not suitable for large number of gravels. If gravels that are full இருக்குனா heavy rock areas la we can't use. For medium or light rocky areas we can go for this rotary drilling method. It is costly, so if your holes are bigger, then you can go for rotary drilling method, and it is suitable for clay, sand and rocks, but mild rocks, and it is suitable for greater diameter, that is 50 mm or to 20 mm greater diameter boreholes. You can go for this rotary drilling. Next is percussion drilling. Now what is percussion drilling? Percussion drilling is the same tripod arrangement, the same rod arrangement, but in case of wash boring we had a chopping chisel, and in case of rotary drilling we had rotating bits, and in case of bits, diamond studded bits are also present for hard rocks. And in case of percussion drilling also we have drilling bit inside at the end of the rod, but the working principle, you are not going to rotate like a drilling machine or a rotary drilling madri. We are not going to drill inside the ground, or we are not going to rotate the bits into the ground. We are going to put up and down the எப்படி உரல்னு கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. in olden days உரல் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க வீட்டில். உரல்னா அந்த கல்லில் வந்து மேலேயும் கீழேயும் ராடை தூக்கி போட்டு they will break the rice into flour. ரைஸை வந்து ஃப்ளாரை மாற்றுறதுக்கு பழைய காலத்தில், ரைஸை மாவாக மாற்றுறதுக்கு பழைய காலத்தில் nowadays we have mixie or grinder which is rotatory action, but பழைய காலத்தில் they pulverized it using that rods or the pulverization of this rice to a flour by using rods. அதான் மாவாக மாற்றிருப்பாங்க. உரலில் அதுதான் பண்ணுவாங்க. அரிசியை வந்து மாவாக மாற்றுறதுக்கு உரல் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. மேலேயும் கீழேயும் தூக்கி போடுவாங்க. அப் அண்ட் டவுன், due to the up and down movement of the heavy weight, the rice will be pulverized into flour. Similarly, the soil, the hard soil will be pulverized into pulverization மூலமாக the soil will be taken out. Okay, so up and down movement of the rods will be mostly present in a percussion drilling, and mostly percussion drilling is adopted. நம்ம சென்னை சிட்டியில் வந்து mostly percussion drilling is adopted because percussion drilling na it can be used for even somewhat hard rocks, not hardcore rocks. Advantages for all types of soil, but the sample collected will be heavily disturbed because it is a oral mari. We are going to pulverize the soil. The soil will be completely smashed down, so the soil will be completely disturbed in case of a percussion drilling. So you can see you can use it for a hard rock as well as soft soil. Okay, where you can't use the other boring, we can use percussion drilling. As I said, உரலோட பிரின்சிபிள் தான். அரிசியை இடிக்கிறதுக்காக மேலேயும் கீழேயும் தூக்கி போடுவாங்க. தட்ஸ் alternate lifting and dropping of the heavy weight or the heavy rod. That is the working principle is same here. Alternatively lifting and dropping the heavy drilling bit. That happens, and sometimes they will add sand extra for increasing, that will increase the friction and it will increase the cutting action. cutting action of the drilling bit. ஸோ ரொம்ப சாஃப்டாக இருக்கிறத அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும்னா we can go for sand போட்டால் கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியாக மெட்டீரியல் will be coming outside. Okay. And if it is a clay, we don't need to add bentonite slurry. If it is not a clay, then we have to add bentonite slurry. The why bentonite slurry is added? Because casing, it will act as the casing of the soil and it avoids the caving in of the soil. Okay, so we need the slurry, that is important. And in what rate the up and down movement it should be done is, in 1 minute at least 35 times the rods will go up and down. உரல்ல தூக்கி போடுறது மாதிரி the rods will be put up and down for an about 35 to 60 meter. நம்மளோட மெட்ரோ ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாத்துலேயுமே in our OMR they collected soil samples by using this action, percussion drill. You might have seen a heavy weight. The heavy weight will be put up and down தூக்கி போடுவாங்க. Okay, bigger diameter only you mostly go for this, and it is used in most of the soils. It is simple to operate and maintain. It can be used for wide variety of rocks, and it can be used above water table and below water table. So it is flexible for any type of situation. That's why we mostly use percussion drilling in all the cases. Than other methods, we will be mostly adapting percussion drilling. Okay, what is the disadvantage? One of the major disadvantages, we will be putting the chisel up and down because of the soil will be getting lot of pulverize ஆயிரும். பல்வரைஸ்னா பொடிஞ்சிரும், ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக இடிஞ்சு பொடிஞ்சு வந்துடும். ஸோ பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தேட் powder ஆயிரும். Because then you can't understand what soil is really present in what depth. So you cannot get an idea of soil. So soils will be heavily disturbed. So that is the action of percussion drilling. This is the site of percussion drilling. If you go for internships and all, you can go to the sites and see the people putting the percussions drilling. This is a percussion drilling. You can see the tripods and the rod and the heavy weights present there. Okay. The last type of drilling is core drilling. Now what is core drilling? Core அப்படினாலே rock சொல்லுவோம். Core or rock. Core, what is crust mantle core? Core, why do you call it as core? It is the inner part, the last part of the earth. That is core. The core of the problem. We should always find out the core of the problem, that is used in our colloquial language, or root of the problem. So core is something present deeply inside. So rocks are present deeply inside the soil. So soil in தாண்டி கீழே வந்து rocks are present. So to drill that rocks we need drilling machines, and they are core drillers. You can see core drillers here. We have core barrels. Core barrels அப்படின்னா என்ன? வாட்டர் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுருப்பாங்க பெரிய ட்ரம்ஸில். யூ மைட் ஹவ் சீன் பிக் ட்ரம்ஸ் கலெக்டிங் வாட்டர். இந்த மிலிட்ரி பிளேசஸ்லாம் அந்த பெரிய ட்ரம்ஸ் இருக்கும், டிம்பரில் ட்ரம்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஒயின்ஸ் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுருப்பாங்க பெரிய ட்ரம்ஸில். தோஸ் ஆர் பேரல்ஸ். நம்ம ஊரில் பிளாஸ்டிக் பேரல்ஸ் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபார் barrel is our water tanks. Plastic water tanks can be considered as a barrel. And the barrel மாதிரி 2 barrels will be present in this core drilling machine. 2 barrels will be present. One is a inner barrel, another is a outer barrel. Inner barrel and outer barrel. As you can see in this picture from the left side, first step 1. First picture, left picture is normal soil strata. Second picture, step 1. There we are drilling the ground. Drilling using high pressure la nalla drill பண்றோம் உள்ளாடி மெஷின் மூலமா. The outer barrel will be going and cutting the soil and உள்ள போயிடும், அப்படியே உள்ள இன்சர்ட் ஆயிரும். Like a straw, when a straw is inserted into the ground, அப்படியே உள்ள போயிடும். அதே மாதிரி no soil will come outside. Here no holes or no we are not going to put any hole, we are not going to put any water inside it, we are just inserting the barrel into the ground, by outer barrel into the ground. When you put the outer barrel into the ground, the outer barrel goes inside. இப்போ அதுக்கு ஒரு பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு அப்புறம் the inner barrel will go inside. இன்னர் பேரலில் என்ன இருக்கும்னா, அவுட்டர் பேரல் இன்னர் பேரல் ரெண்டும் சேர்த்து தான் உள்ளே அனுப்புகிறோம். ஸ்டெப் 2ல் only the inner barrel will cut inside and collect the soil samples and lock it and bring it outside. ஓகே, ஸோ ஒரு பாயிண்ட் வரைக்கும் சிமிலர் டு அவர் பிஸ்டன் பிரின்சிபிள். எப்படி பிஸ்டன் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம், லைக் பிளட்டு ஊசி எப்படி போடுறாங்க, ஊசி போடுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி how they collect blood samples, you can see the piston, you can see the outer and the inner ரெண்டையுமே ஃபஸ்ட்டு உள்ளே அனுப்பிட்டு இன்ஜெக்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் they will extract the piston outside. So blood will be collected inside the that injection barrel. So the piston action மாதிரி தான் outer inner barrel both are inserted at first step. Second step, only the inner barrel goes inside and collect the sample, locked and taken outside. So for rocky samples, however hard the rock is, we go for core drilling. And இந்த barrelsோட எண்டில் வந்து bits will be there, and the bits are diamond bits will be there. For drilling rocks, we always need diamond studded bits. Okay, as I said, it is used for rock sample. We need a drilling bit with a drilling rod. Drilling bits are mostly diamond studded bits. And the rocks cut பண்ணும்போது it will be very hot. So before using the bits, it should be cooled down or dipped inside the water, and then we should be using it. அடிக்கடி water விட்டு cool down பண்ணணும் bits, otherwise it will become very hot. But it is a very costly equipment. So very rare purposes, very huge purposes, and very rocky areas we mostly need this bits. Otherwise percussion drilling is enough. Okay, so these are some of the total usage. You can see the auger, we can see the water boring, and we can use the other boring. So here I will stop today's